In the future, the wealthier you are, the faster you die. A virus targeting only the rich has erupted globally. Infected individuals' teeth gradually whiten until they emit a bright white glow, at which point they convulse violently and die in agony. As usual, the wealthy socialite Amy headed to an auction, yet she stumbled upon news reports revealing the bizarre deaths of the top 10 individuals on the Forbes wealth list. Though slightly unsettling, she dismissed it as mere coincidence and dressed elegantly for the event. Upon arrival, the venue was already packed with global tycoons. The featured lot was a medieval painting donated by the French royal family, with the Count himself in attendance. Seizing the chance to ingratiate herself with royalty, Amy raised the bid from $2 million to $20 million outright, terrifying the crowd into silence. Amy thus secured the painting. As she calmly took a bottle of champagne to celebrate her victory, she suddenly noticed a man ahead whose teeth gleamed with an eerie whiteness, almost as bright as fluorescent lights. The next moment, a piercing scream erupted from the auction hall. Amy rushed over to find the Count who donated the painting, convulsing violently, screaming incessantly. Within 2 seconds, he was dead. Only then did Amy grasp the gravity of the situation. She opened the news to find every outlet reporting on a new virus, one that only infected the wealthy, and the richer you were, the faster you died. She immediately called her secretary to check the company's stock price that day. Unfortunately, Amy's company stock had tripled in value. This meant that if she contracted the virus, death was certain. Rushing home, she frantically searched for a solution. To survive, she had to donate all her stocks, but no one dared accept them now. She carefully examined her teeth, thankfully showing no signs of discoloration yet. Just as she breathed a sigh of relief, loud knocking erupted at the door. Opening it revealed several military personnel. They had received orders that Amy was a high-risk infection carrier and needed to be transferred to a centralized quarantine zone for her own safety. Amy nodded in agreement upon hearing this, but the moment she turned around, she grabbed her luggage and fled through the window. She knew the so-called quarantine was merely to prevent her escape and potential infection of others. She called her boyfriend, instructing him to find the fastest departing private jet. This place was clearly no longer safe. She made her way to the outskirts, where large numbers of wealthy individuals had already gathered. They were abandoning their luxury cars and scrambling for plane tickets to escape. Fortunately, her boyfriend used his connections to secure a spot. He urged the wealthy Amy to leave first, insisting that as a poor man, he wouldn't be infected anyway. Amy was thrilled at the suggestion. She proposed that her boyfriend help her further by taking half of her shares. That way, he could share the risk of infection with her. Her boyfriend was stunned. He never imagined the woman he deeply loved would see him as nothing more than a tool. He immediately broke up with her and left. Amy couldn't care less. All she could do was board the plane and escape first.